If we draw a 1 by 1 square, we can see that the number of little squares it contains is 1. If we draw a 2 by 2 square, it contains 4 little squares. A 3 by 3 square will contain 9 little squares, and a 4 by 4 square will contain 16 little squares. These numbers, 1, 4, 9 and 16, are called square numbers. We can also write them like this: 1 squared equals 1, 2 squared equals 4, and so on. Now you're going to try calculating the first 12 square numbers. To help you, this is what your working out will look like. So for the first one, we've got 1 times 1, and we know that's 1. For the second one, 2 times 2 is 4. You need to finish off these. Press pause and have a go. When you're ready for the answers, press play. Here are the answers. These are the first 12 square numbers, and it will be helpful to you if you can memorise them. Following on from that, we can also find the square root of any square number. This is the opposite of squaring it. So if I'm looking for the square root of 1, I'm trying to say to myself, what number do I multiply by itself to get 1? And the answer is 1. If I'm looking for the square root of 49, I'm saying, what number do I times by itself to get 49? And the answer is 7. We call 1 the square root of 1 and 7 the square root of 49. Now find the square roots of the rest of these numbers. Press pause and have a go. When you're ready, press play. Here are the answers. It will also be helpful to you if you can memorise these. Now, if we draw a 1 by 1 by 1 cube, we can see that this contains just one little cube. If we draw a 2 by 2 by 2 cube, we can see we've got 4 cubes on the bottom layer and 4 on the top layer, so this contains 8 little cubes. In a 3 by 3 by 3 cube, there are a total of 27 little cubes. And in a 4 by 4 by 4 cube, there are 64 little cubes. So these numbers, 1, 8, 27 and 64, are called cube numbers. And we can also write them like this: 1 cubed equals 1, 2 cubed equals 8, and so on. Now you're going to try calculating the first 5 cube numbers and the 10th cube number. To give you some help, your working out should look like this. For the first one, we know that 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. For the second one, 2 times 2 is 4, times by 2 again is 8. Now try to find the answers for the other questions. Press pause and have a go. When you're ready, press play. Here are the answers. We can also calculate the cube root of a number. The cube root sign looks like this. This is asking me to find the cube root of 1. So I need to know what number I multiplied by itself 3 times to get 1. And that is going to be 1. Here, I want the cube root of 1000. So I need to know what number I multiply by itself 3 times to make 1000. That's going to be 10. So the cube root of 1000 is 10. Here are some for you to try now. Calculate the cube roots of these numbers. Press pause and have a go. When you're ready, press play. Here are the answers. Finally, here's an exam-style question for you. Press pause and have a go. When you're ready, press play. Here are the answers.